I think when one complains, there should be a reason.
All right.
It's important that the reason is put forward so
Get
that
to
it is
understand the
addressed.
concern. Yeah.
Yes, you talk of 844 and CBC. Now, the 844 system, of course, I didn't go through the 844 system. Given my age, I was in 774.
774, yeah.
74,
it
2,
was a lot.
3.
Yeah.
That is when I went to school. Then it changed to 844. Now, 844, as we looked at it, and I think this is why, this is why the CBC issue now came up.
All right.
The system was actually abused. In 844 system, learners had knowledge. In CBC, we are promoting competence. Much as we cannot do it to the level required, for which reason there's this review, the 844 system was mad with knowledge. Exams every other time until, our learners in our schools were like, instead of being taught, they're in exam centers. You can remember, you told me your dad and your mom are teachers.
Both of them are teachers, yeah.
Yes. If you looked into the house every other day and get into their bags as they move to school, either exam papers, books that were being signed, it was examination oriented. And then two, the 844 system had, 3 levels of condemning our learners. At class 8, after KCP, you don't do well, you're done. You either become a yaya in a house somewhere, or maybe, a shamba boy. So that was the end of the learner. Now at Form 4, you are actually condemned to be a border or early marriage. That's the end of you. And at the end of university, because you only have knowledge and no skill at all, you either remain in a border riding group, or you even train yourself into any other thing that
you might want to do.
Very queer.
Okay.
In fact, we have graduates in border points.
Oh, we do. Yes,
yeah.
I was about to say
there's so many
of them.
So many,
who went
and they'll tell you, this is
learned.
my certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this. I did this in. This was a certificate for 844. Form 4, and this is university. Now here I am doing border. What does that mean? There's no skill in this learner. You have to remain at the border point, where you even learn to be a proper thief. Yeah.
Okay, not all of them really.
Not all of them, but those who you can easily pick one out of frustrations and lure them into very funny kind of missions that are there, and we pity them. These are very strong young men who can do a lot. Yes, to earn a living.
So 844 was more knowledge-based.
It was knowledge-based.
There's no
and kept on condemning our learners in the major 3 stages
but
I've
there's
mentioned.
some people who would say, listen, we went through the 844 system and we turned out okay, we're doing well. And again, like we said, there's a lot of inequalities, still even now, in the education sector.
That is a very special learner. But in CBC, what I understand of CBC, it is basically nurturing talent.
All right.
If there's a talent that was there with one who went through 844, that must be a very special learner. He went about it, or she went about it alone. But in CBC, the aim is to nurture skills and talents and get these children somewhere so that they are not condemned after every other stage of exam.
Okay.
And that is why this assessment is, so welcome.